Form a team in each school to review the one-to-one policy and adapt it for better implementation for grades K-12. For an example, K-6, they usually get iPads, and 7-12, they usually get MacBooks. Well, let's just say you're K-6. Let's say you're third and fourth graders, or third graders, like MacBooks better, okay? And your 12th graders like iPads better. Okay, well then the team should review it and see if they can make a one-to-one policy adjustment and adapt the one-to-one policy for the preference for the grade levels. Let's see, form a team consisting of system operators from each school, the curriculum director, and a member from his or her team, and that this team will be responsible for drafting and updating a new and updated acceptable user policy. At the moment right now, our acceptable user policy needs a lot of adjustments. Next is to update and filter systems to better identify explicit content and better safeguard students. Teachers should have a way to bypass the filtering system in order to gain access to certain programs that students are not allowed to access. For example, YouTube, Khan Academy, and test site preparations, such as we have MAPS up north, which is a testing that's a running record test that shows where your students are and how they grow or decline throughout the year. And it'd be good to have automatic ability to go in there and be able to bypass the firewall. But this does not mean that teachers will have access to social media, shopping, and explicit sites. Our 5-year plan for year 3 and 4. Our 3 and 4 goals are to update classroom to 21st century technology standards and teaching standards for the classroom. Final upgrades to internet and communication infrastructure. Basically, we need to order new furniture for each classroom to improve cooperative learning between students, emphasize technology in the classroom. The teachers should have a professional development day through a video teleconference to better share ideas about forming a 21st century classroom using newly provided furniture from the district. So basically, it's a day that everybody can ask questions, everybody can show different pictures they drew about where to put things and how a 21st century classroom should look. They did talk about it in year 1, and they started getting the idea rolling, but this will actually be the day that they could actually form, this is what I want my classroom to be next year, or this is what I want my classroom to be next week, to better facilitate technology in the classroom and student learning. Replace existing satellites. So we're going now into the infrastructure of our communication and internet. So we talked about in year 1 to replace the existing satellite, internet, phone systems, and fiber optic cable for schools within 60 miles of the district hub. Upgrading existing satellite bandwidth for the schools that are more than 60 miles from the district hub. This will help students not feel isolated as much. This will give faster internet times, so they can actually have pen pals and they can actually talk to people outside of the Arctic. They could have better teleconferencing, and they could actually access classes online that are online classes that go into different material that is not taught up north, such as they could actually take, the science class could actually take a tour of the International Space Station. They could actually look at NASA, the hubs of NASA. They can watch the news without it buffering. So, yeah, this increased bandwidth for satellite would really help the distant schools who get very, very poor internet reception. And to replace the existing satellite for the schools closer to Casa View, the hub school district area, would be amazing. It would actually bring a lot less isolation from children, and be able for them to actually access maybe more than one video teleconferencing room, so they can access different classes, different subjects that is actually given at the Kotzebue School, which is the hub school. Okay, finally with year 5. Year 5 is our review and assessing year. It's 1 through 4. We're going to use a collection of data from the administration system operations from each school to assess if the goal and the strategic plan was successful. Whether or not it was successful, a team consisting of system operators from each school, a director, the director of technology, and a member of his or her team, the superintendent or the assistant superintendent, and a representative from NANA will be used to update and review the 5-year plan, and potentially make a plan for the next 5 years for technology, so we can continue improving technology in our classrooms. Thank you for having me today.